Hey guys, Dr. Berg here. This video is for wrestlers only, okay? I'm going to talk about how to cut weight very fast, but do it in a healthy way. I was a wrestler in high school and college, and I'm the example of how not to do it. I would eat the wrong foods. I would start off undefeated in the beginning of the season and then end up being so weak. I was always cutting weight, starving my body, and you can really screw up your metabolism big time. So let's talk about how to do it healthily. The biggest danger in losing weight, especially before a meet, you have to weigh in, you have to lose like 5 to 7 to 10 pounds in like a day or two. What happens is you're only going to lose fluids. Okay, that's it. And the problem with losing fluid is all the electrolytes that come with it. So you end up with a severe potassium deficiency. What that's going to do is going to put your heart at risk for a heart attack. There have been many wrestlers that have died of heart attacks when you combine heat, working out, the sauna, losing a lot of weight, losing a lot of fluid, and then a heart attack. Okay, so you don't want to do that. So when you're losing weight and you're working out the day before a match, get an electrolyte powder that doesn't have any sugar in it, okay? And I'll tell you why in a second. So you want a lot of potassium. You want at least 1,000 milligrams of potassium per serving size, because here's the thing, potassium is one of the most important minerals for the heart, for energy, okay, to keep your energy high. And we need about 4,700 milligrams every single day. But you might say, well, I eat bananas, right? Well, banana is 300 milligrams. You need 4,700. That's like 7 to 10 cups of vegetables. No one does that. Most people eat all this protein and they have no vegetables. So we need the vegetables for your strength and for your potassium and for the other minerals. Very, very important. If I had to go back in time, if I would have had these big salads, it would have been incredible. I would have maintained way better energy. So that's number one, consume more salads. You want to start cutting out the carbohydrates, okay? Because that's the thing, not the fat, the carbs. That's what keeps you from being really, really lean. If you need to lose weight or cut weight, the thing that you need to cut is the carbs. That would be any hidden sugar. Let me explain. Juice, orange juice, alcohol, bread, pasta, cereal, crackers, biscuits, waffles, pancakes, muffins. Those have to go. I would even avoid fruit, okay? Maybe a little bit of berry. Let's say you wanted to get your salad you get some kale, get it from the grocery store, freeze it, put about a cup of berries, fill up with water, blend it up. You can actually drink your 10 cups or 7 cups of vegetables right there before in the evening. And so when you wake up, you're just like all recharged with potassium. So that way you can get the least amount of carbs from like a little bit of berry, but you're not doing like fruit or bananas, things like that. Now, as far as protein goes, I don't recommend protein powders, because if you have too much protein powder, it's really hard in the liver and it does spike the hormone that keeps you from losing weight, which is insulin if you have too much. I'd rather you do actual meats, chicken, fish, beef, things like that. If you're doing a hamburger, do without the bun. Hot dog without the bun, try to go grass-fed. But you need about 8 ounces of protein with each meal. I like to do eggs too. Like 4 eggs would be great. Don't do just the whites, do the whole egg, because the next part is you need fat. Why? Because without the fat, you put a lot of stress on the organs, and we need all the essential, like vitamin A, vitamin D, that comes from fat. So I would recommend avocados. I would do peanut butter, actual butter, and definitely cod liver oil. And that way you get the nutrients from the fat-soluble nutrients from the fat. And also one other thing, if you were going to do a meal and not be hungry in between the meal, adding fat is going to be the best thing to consume, because we want to do a version. If you want to cut weight, you don't want to do 6 small meals a day. You want to do 3 meals a day, and maybe if you really need to cut more, do 2 meals a day, but I think you're going to have to do 3 if you're working out that much. But just make sure you don't snack in between. That's called intermittent fasting. You will lose way more weight doing 3 big meals than 5 small meals, because every time you eat, you spike insulin. So how do you go from one meal to the next? By adding more fat. You're going to feel very satisfied. So peanut butter, nuts, avocado, things like that. And I'll put a link down below. There's also these called keto bombs that you can make. They're little cookies with fat that you can have, and you'll be able to be very satisfied so you're not hungry between the meals. But your body will actually start burning, it's called ketones, and it's more efficient. It's burning fat, and it's a much better fuel source for athletes. You'll have more endurance, and you'll have the unfair advantage to your opponent because they don't know about this. So I would highly recommend it. The other thing, the other nutrient that you need to get is the B vitamins, but you don't want to get the synthetic version. You want to go to the health store and get what's called nutritional yeast. That has all the B vitamins. Take a couple tablespoons, maybe even 4, mix it up with water, drink it down. Because the B vitamins will give you a lot of energy as well. Okay, so then we have talked about 3 meals, and the last thing I would recommend is do not overtrain. The biggest mistake I made was working out twice. I would work out during practice and then work out at night when I got home at 9 o'clock. Big mistake. I never recovered. So I would break down my muscles and I would never recover. So only work out once. Try to take the weekends off and not train on the weekends so your body can recover. All the benefit from your workouts occur in the recovery phase when you're not working out or when you're sleeping. And it's very important to sleep more as well. So we got electrolytes. Make sure you have that. Make sure you do, when you're drinking fluids, put that in all your fluid, so that way you have the potassium. Cut the carbs, 3 meals, 8 ounces of protein with each meal, huge salads, or you do the kale shake, healthy fats, avocado, cod liver oil, egg yolks, nutritional yeast, and don't overtrain. So these are the things that are the most important. Go ahead and do it and put your comments down below. Hi guys, hey listen, I created a pretty amazing evaluation quiz down below that actually analyzes your symptoms to find the cause, the root cause of all of your symptoms, the most likely cause. So take the quiz now and we'll send you a report.